What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? Okay, that is the real question, honey. Now, I know y'all are expecting a Real Housewives of Potomac recap. You will be getting that in a few, but right now, Miss Robinson was on Bravo, okay, on their little YouTube channel, and the girls got to talking about the whole situation with Wendy and how Wendy blew the hell up on everybody, went angry black woman, went Bernadine from Waiting to Exhale on everybody, honey, every which way. So you guys, without further ado, I'm going to play the audio and I will be in and out with my commentary.
Any rumors to her, and not you, Ashley, like with Giselle, the same way she wanted to have the conversation with me at dinner. If you really were hearing these things, why didn't she do this?
Do you look back on this now and think maybe Giselle should have had the discussion with her?
No, ultimately, the conversation was had between Giselle and I at the same time. I was a part of that conversation as well, so I also have a responsibility, I feel, to have a discussion with Wendy. I don't know why it would only have to be coming from Giselle, when, again, both of us were a part of that.
Giselle and Wendy had a friendship. They had a rapport. They were close. Wendy referred to Giselle as her big sister. So, yeah, I expect Giselle to be concerned. But please, pray tell, help me to understand, what does forehead have to do with any of this? What does Ashley bring?
That damn Candace will always come for Ashley's neck or her forehead, honey, okay?
To this situation. Like, why are you emoting Giselle to Ashley, of all people, if you are concerned? When I was tasked with information that I did not want to have about Ashley and her nasty husband, there were several strippers.
Not her nasty husband, honey. Ooh, wee.
Boyfriend and a wife. I didn't go to the devil. I went to Giselle because Giselle and Ashley are good friends. They're close. So if you're really concerned about your friend, then go to her friends. Hi, hello, me. Okay, like, and I didn't even know this was happening, but you wait and talk about it with the number one mess maker in the group.
Now, really quickly, guys, how do you all feel about what Candace is saying? Is what she's saying fair? Should Giselle have came to her about the Eddie cheating rumors? Okay, and I feel like maybe she didn't because she kind of feels like Ashley has been through this several times with Michael, and Candace probably would have talked them out of bringing that up, okay, to Wendy in the first place, and that doesn't make for a good TV show. I want you all to keep in mind, this is a TV show. This is what they do on these shows, okay? And like I told y'all in my review, if Wendy is gonna be on this show, she's gonna have to get with the shits. Okay? Seriously, you gonna have to be able to take this shit. Then it's all these stories out here about Eddie following all the big booty girls on Instagram. That hurt my feelings. Eddie, you know you could follow Miss Robinson. Okay, I'm at brand new _715, something like that. Okay, shits. One of y'all give him my little handle on Instagram, honey. But yeah, I was looking at that like, but that's kind of how a lot of married men is. You know, they have fantasies about women, you know, so I don't really take that as, oh, Eddie is cheating because he's following big booty women on Instagram. A lot of these damn men be following these damn women. Some of these men be following these damn transgender, okay? These transgender women, alright? And we know that they was a man before they turned into a woman, or they still may be a man, and some of you men still want them. But that is a topic, honey, for another day, okay?
She went to Ashley, and she went to Ashley twice. Like, you went to the same person twice because you knew she would carry that.
Yes!
She knew what she was doing. She
You
went
was
to the
carrying
same
a baby
person
and some
twice. She didn't go to Robyn. She didn't go to Candace.
What? You went to the same person twice, and you did it on purpose. And if Giselle
watch this movie through additional providers, press.
Child, y'all excuse Miss Robinson's TV. That damn robot lady brought her ass on there. I cannot stand that lady. I be cussing her ass out. But let's get back to what they talking about, honey. Okay?
Giselle truly was concerned about Wendy, she should have pulled her aside. This was not a moment, though, that needed to be a part of us. It should have been a part of Giselle and Wendy, woman to woman.
I agree wholeheartedly. That should have been a one-on-one conversation.
And what y'all think of Mia? This old flippity flop, flip flop, flip flop. Mia is a pancake, honey. Okay, you don't know whose side Mia is gonna be on, honey, from one day to the next. All right.
I should have been the one that talked to Wendy before Ashley. 100%. I own that. However, for the millionth time, none of this was malicious. None of this was shady. It wasn't mean. The reaction that Wendy had, I didn't see that coming. It didn't make any sense to me. For her to have that type of reaction, it was shocking to me. It was very eye-opening for me. And it really just made me look at her completely differently.
Like I told y'all, they had already noticed the changes in Wendy. Not just the fact that she had the plastic surgery, but the fact that, you know, I don't know, it's like she need all this attention on her body all the time, titties out, ass out, and I know some of y'all go roll your eyes, suck your damn teeth and say, Miss Robinson, you know, she got a new body, she want to show it off. That's cool. You know, like, if you are going to the pool, you got a bikini on, of course your titties go be out. But to me, some of the stuff that I seen her in, it was almost as if she was reaching. Like that bodysuit she had on and the damn thigh is showing, and girl, you too old for that shit. Some of us is too old for certain shit, okay? You're a woman of a particular age. What is you? You're in your 30s. It was, the outfit she had on was unnecessary. And when you see people in some unnecessary shit, okay, a lot of times they are looking for attention, okay? So I don't feel like Robyn and Giselle was wrong for noticing the changes in Wendy. Like, if you notice changes in your friend and, you know, their personality is changing and, you know, and then how she would treat Mia and be snappy and dismissive with her, and child, Wendy has been cutting up and acting a fool, honey. And I get it. You know, you want to preserve your marriage and protect it, but you have to keep in mind you're on this show. And, you know, I just felt like she could have said what she said to Giselle in a more neutral way. To me, when you're that angry and hurt, you know, it's kind of like they hit you in a place where maybe these rumors are true because you got way too upset. I'm like starting to look at their marriage in a different way. I'm not lying, y'all. And I don't want to believe Eddie is stepping out on her. Y'all know how I feel about Eddie, okay? But the way she just reacted and went off, it just makes you take an extra look at her. Like, damn, bitch, are you insecure? Like, what is really going on? And Candace is her friend. She ain't gonna really speak out or go against her. A lot of times when you're friends with somebody, you're not gonna really speak out or go against them because you're just trying to come from a place of support. So, you know, I get that, but that ain't what we need on this show. We need all of these dynamics.
On a fire shot, baby girl, I got the motherfucking bazooka. I will drive you up and down the street over my husband. Don't play with me.
And the fact that Wendy hasn't said, you know what, Giselle, what was the conversation with you and Ashley was shocking to me. Cannot believe she did not want to have that conversation with me. Because if she did, she would have been fine. It would, you know, I would have told her, like, girl, this was nothing.
I really thought that it was going to be something that we would have like a little kiki of, considering that, you know, it's something that is very similar to something that I went through. I do think that it makes sense that we would have that talk. You know, just laugh about it or anything aside from what happened. I mean, literally, World War III transpired. And I was like, oh,
talking to me about a lie. And I have never once confronted you about the facts of your husband. So let's make sure that we're very clear about that. You're here talking to me about a lie about my husband. But I never once was part of the circus of people who talked to you about the facts, backed with photographic evidence about your husband.
Ooh.
Girl, if you don't go on, go be blessed somewhere.
Ooh, not blessed.
On the drive home, Mia says that Giselle called you a weak bitch.
She goes, well, if you're going to be a weak bitch, then you don't belong here.
No, she said a weak bitch. It's laughable.
Mia. Girl, what is you doing, girl? That woman didn't say that shit. I don't like people that be making shit up and, oh, that's how I interpreted, what she said. What Giselle was saying is, you don't need to be on this show if you can't handle the shit that comes with this show. Okay? And a lot of y'all get to having all these out-of-body experiences. That's the same thing with Monique Samuels. She didn't want nobody talking about her marriage. That's why she got so mad about Candace bringing that bone back about what Michael was doing to Ashley, because it hit close to home. Okay? And that's the same thing with Wendy. I am starting to look at her marriage very differently. Do I think Eddie loves her? Absolutely. I definitely feel like they're committed to each other. But it makes you kind of look at her differently for her to just react like that and just go off. And, child, you was just doing way too much, girl. Don't give these people all of that. Okay?
The only person who's weak is the woman that goes back to a man who's never been faithful to her since day one. The only person that's weak is the woman who goes back to a man who has fathered multiple children on her.
Ooh, now that was a read, okay? But as much of a read as it is, I'm going to say this about Giselle. And I've never even said this about her. And I know some of y'all go roll y'all eyes and suck y'all damn teeth, but my hat goes off to any woman that can get on this type of show and stand on her own. Okay, yes, we know Giselle is a mess in her relationship. She seems to be emotionally unavailable. And, maybe that's something she could work out in counseling or therapy. But it takes one hell of a woman to not be so defined if you have a man or not. Okay, I know some of y'all like, Miss Robinson, you saying that? Yes, I am. Because I think that Eddie is a check mark on Wendy's checklist of accomplishments. I look at her as being that type of woman. She came on here bragging about all those degrees, but you don't have any self-worth. You don't know who you are. You are the type of woman that gets a little work done to your body and you just completely change. And I've seen people do this, you guys, where they will have an external circumstance happen. Maybe it's good. They fall into some new money, and let's be honest, they completely change. And you want to know why that person completely just changed? Of course you go change a little bit, but for you to just completely change and everybody comparing who you are now to who you was last year, there's some self-worth, there is some self-esteem issues. Wendy has some internalized issues, and because she wears so many hats, her ego won't let her deal with it. Okay? So y'all check into that. She has such an ego. She's not willing to look inside, because all of this with Giselle, Giselle is gorgeous. Okay? Stunning. Beautiful. Shout out to Tanya. She needs to work on some of her personality issues, because when you are very beautiful, a lot of people just think that, life, is going to be easy for you. It's going to be easy to attract and get a man and keep a man. Okay. So you do have to work on, your personality, and hopefully, Giselle, goddamn, you are 50, bitch. Come on, shit. You ain't got that much time left. for you to, be having these emotional availability issues, unavailability, I should say. But, she shows up and, she does her job and she could stand on her own. And I'm kind of wondering how many of you could do that, because so many of you all are defined by your husband. Okay. And I get it. You are in a partnership. You love your man. I really do get it. But I don't think we give Gizelle enough credit for that, to be able to just show up with or without somebody. Okay. And hell, it's mostly without. But she does it. Do you see what I'm saying?
Person that is weak is the woman who decides that she's going to try to systematically tear down people's families because she doesn't have one of her own. So when we are talking about weak, and when we open it and when we look in the damn dictionary, you see the face of Giselle Bryant.
Oh,
that's a weak bitch.
Oh,
next question.
And in true Housewives fashion, this comes up again at dinner.
And Wendy, I'm gonna say this really quickly. You better be fucking lucky if, that Eddie is not cheating on you, is what I'm going to say. He better not be fucking cheating on you, because you are talking all this cash money shit about how you got a man and got your family and I got this and I got that. And I just hope that man is not screwing you over, because a lot of times, guys, we like to talk all this shit about people and then the shit don't work out for us, okay? So all this shit you saying about Giselle, I hope that man ain't cheating on you. Now, from the blogs that I've been reading and from the YouTubers I've been getting information from, it sounds like, this is just what it sounds like, that Eddie may have been stepping out doing something, okay? And then, I told y'all about all the big booty girls they had caught him following on Instagram. They said he didn't went and unfollowed it since all this shit came out about him cheating. I was like, oh, child, leave Eddie alone, honey, okay?
I would love for you to explain to me why the moment I left the house, you said, she's a weak bitch. Who said that? When did she say that?
Who said that? Who said that? Here go Mia. You did, putting words and shit in her mouth. Girl, Mia, girl, you better be lucky Giselle know how to play the game. And I like how Giselle don't get so rocked and riled up, because a lot of people would have wanted to fight her over that. But Giselle is sitting right here, honey, laughing about the situation.
I was actually thinking, because, I knew I had been drinking. Did I say that? I don't have the best memory, okay? I forget my first name sometimes, okay? But I would have heard if Giselle called Wendy a weak bitch. That's not even the way that Giselle speaks. Maybe I thought that, but I surely did not say that. And so I was like, where is this coming from? Like, I've got enough to deal with all the stuff that I do on my own, in my own head, that comes out of my mouth. I don't need anybody adding to that. Mia, girl, keep all of your commentary to yourself.
Okay, wait, so did that not happen? Did no one called Wendy a weak bitch? Nobody said it. It's not anywhere on any footage, nowhere. That's some hell of a translation. She definitely put some sauce on that. She put a lot of sauce.
She put a lot of sauce, and she was just looking for more drama.
Really
trying to see Wendy's head pop off. So she said, "Well, that's what I heard. You did it. I didn't say that."
Well, that's what I interpreted it as.
That's my interpretation. I'm like, I love this girl.
So that's what I heard. Now, if she didn't say that, she didn't say it. But that's what I heard.
But honestly, I really feel like those are the words that she used. But we'll see. Who knows? I'm betting on you, Mia. I'm betting on Mia.
I bet you are betting on Mia, honey, okay? Anything that's against Giselle, Karen, all right?
Clearly, you can't believe anything that comes out of Mia's mouth at this point. She don't know how old she is. Are you 30? 36.
I was trying to do the
math.
math.
That wasn't right math.
No.
She don't know where she met her husband. She don't know what kind of job she had.
I wasn't a stripper. I was an entertainer at a 5-star restaurant where we served steak and lobster.
You were a stripper, a milkman, a dancer. What were you doing? Like, we don't know.
I was just like, oh God, here we go again. It's lie or misrepresentation number 3056. Okay,
Oh, not 3056, honey. They clowning Mia. Do y'all catch Candace? She always called Mia Bigfoot. Leave that lady alone. Ain't Mia tall? That's why she got big feet, honey.
At that point, I was just like, okay, this is par for the course. This is just who she is.
Is Mia even your real name? We don't know.
Listen, I got used to it with this crew, like, from day one. I was like, listen, if it didn't go down like that, it didn't go down like that. That's what I heard. And that's what I interpreted. And quite frankly, saying if you're not strong enough, then you shouldn't be a part of this group is the same thing as saying if you're a weak bitch, then you should be a part of this group.
Girl.
Giselle, you say that maybe Wendy shouldn't be a part of the group if she crumbles at every rumor about her.
I'll make no bones about that. No. She should probably not be in this group.
No.
And the reason why, let me tell you the reason why.
No.
Because you're going to crumble every time. It is what it is.
And I agree with Giselle. You cannot be reacting like that. You gotta learn to keep your emotions in check. She's unable to do that because she's too insecure. Okay, and her self-esteem is not intact, you guys. Just because somebody got all these damn degrees, that don't mean shit. Okay? She don't feel that good about herself. The shit that people said to her last year, it must have really got under her skin. And I get it. You know, you're human. You know, people hurt your feelings. We all have insecurities. But be real about that. My issue with Wendy is she be trying to hide that shit. Well, I got this and I got that. See, I had that friend. I told y'all. I got this and I have that and da-da-da-da-da. But the bitch was insecure. Because she kept trying to externalize her life, which is reach for things outside of herself to make her feel good. And it's okay to buy name brand things and, you know, but hell, you define who you are. You don't let no damn brand decide who you are. Okay, it's okay to look nice, wear heels, jewelry, but I'm telling y'all, the type of friend that I had, you know, you are nothing to her, and Coach bags was out back then. If you didn't have a Coach bag, you wasn't shit to her. If you ain't been on this cruise, you ain't shit to her. External. I don't know who I am. So if you haven't did external things the way that I have did, I don't respect you. You're lower than me. Meanwhile, she going around looking like a goddamn chihuahua without their damn leash. Because I told her that towards the end of that friendship. I said, you're not even cute. And my mother was like, oh, Brandy, you're so mean. But I was sick of that bitch. You're not even attractive to be saying half the shit that you be saying. And then that friend had the audacity to say, oh, you hurt my feelings. Bitch, you've been hurting my feelings. Because you act like I ain't got enough money to keep up with you. What about all that shit? I'm supposed to just let that shit go? Okay, you better watch that shit with Miss Robinson, honey. But you had to get that bitch together. Because you are just, you know, so defined by external things, by status, and, oh, I'm married, and I got a man, and I've been with him for 10 years. Don't none of that mean shit. I done seen people married for over 20, 30-something years. The husband got outside children on the wife. The wife set up and took that shit, okay? Set up there, took a whole bunch of physical abuse, emotional abuse, lying. Okay, no marriage is perfect. I'm not coming from that perspective. Okay, I get shit happens and you have to, you know, work through it. But some of these women, you guys, they really go through hell and will put up with anything, all in the name of saying they have a man. I'm serious. There is a goddamn epidemic out here right now. Okay?
Listen, if you can't be in this group and understand that we're going to ask the hard questions, and this wasn't even a hard one. It's kind of like how are you feeling about social media, which is really what it was, then no, you're not like...
Well, wait a minute, Giselle. You didn't ask like that. I see what you're saying, but if you meant it like that, that's what you should have said. Okay, so I think we could kind of all agree that Giselle probably shouldn't have brought this in this way. Okay, but this is the thing though. If Giselle would have confronted Wendy, Wendy would have had the same fucking reactions because she was already mad at Gizelle and Robyn for their opinions on how she had changed from, being Miss Professor, Miss Classy, all these damn degrees. Now you having a hot girl summer. Shit, you look like you got hot flashes, bitch. The way you clothes on, off 1 minute. I'm like, goddamn, what is going on?
Enough to be in this group, period. And it's so crazy because, we've all been subject to rumors. We've all been on the receiving end of rumors about ourselves, about our husbands, whatever it might be. And so for Wendy to think that she's above that,
yeah,
she shouldn't kind of expect it at some point,
right?
It's kind of ridiculous. You have to be willing to be fully transparent, to share your life, the good part and the bad part. Maybe she shouldn't be on a TV show where your life is going to be talked about if you're going to react like that.
I feel that was a far fetch. I think just because Wendy is saying my husband is off limits has nothing to do with her being weak. I think that's called having standards.
It's disrespectful. It's below the belt. And for you to dog whistle to anybody and say, well, maybe she shouldn't be a part of the group. Maybe you shouldn't be a part of the group. What vulnerabilities do you bring?
Nothing.
Outside of starting mess and having bones to carry left, right, and center. Don't dare insinuate that someone isn't strong enough to be in this group because they choose to have some character and empathy and a heart and not hit below certain belts.
It's wrong to keep coming after institutions of marriage in your friendship group and to say that perhaps you shouldn't be here because you won't allow me to make fun of or spread rumors or lies about it. Get out of here, Giselle.
Well, they were asking her about it and, she just went off the handle. And like I told y'all, I don't mind her checking Giselle saying, hey, bitch, my family off limits. She should have did it in a neutral way. To me, her acting all crazy like that, it made her look worse. I'm telling y'all. Okay, y'all can sit up here and clap for all that shit that she did, going off on Giselle, this, that, and the third, but she made herself look worse. It really looks like there may be some trouble in paradise, because you tripping like that. And I feel like she wasn't just tripping off of what Giselle said. It's the fact of, I already feel bad about myself. I already feel insecure. I already feel like I'm not as beautiful as the other women. Because if you keep in mind, remember when Karen had that little party, that little get together, she didn't want Eddie to mention who he found attractive in the group. Meanwhile, all the other wives let their men say who they would. And myself, if I went to that type of party, I would let my man have at it. I wouldn't give a good goddamn, because I know men look. In the past, my man has told me, hey, I got a crush on her. Ooh, I like her. Ooh, and I tell him who I like. Okay? That's fair. That's healthy. But when you better not look at another bitch. See, soon as you get to acting like that with your man, treating him like a damn dog, he go act like one. Okay, a lot of times, guys, people cheat because you so focused on it, and they gonna end up doing it. Because that's what you're focused on. But if you would have just allowed them to be fucking human and be like, oh, she kind of cute. Oh, she got a big ass. Oh, long as he's not flirting with, one of the, what's the big damn deal? I noticed her insecurity right there. And I've seen this shit, you guys, in real life. I know what I'm looking at. Wendy is insecure and she's not going to admit to it because everything is so covered up with these damn degrees and the the status of having a marriage, and I got the kids, and, you know, Giselle ain't got shit, and Giselle got 3 kids. She was married to a hoe. You a hoe, you know you a hoe, okay? Giselle could do better in life. She could, with the men that she pick out. I think Jamal was only for a storyline. That's all he served. Storyline for last season. Once that was done, she was done with him. Ain't no damn pandemic and all that bullshit. That's semantics. Okay? But Giselle has to want a relationship. Kenya Moore has to want a relationship. And I think a lot of these women are alpha females. And I don't know. For some reason, I don't think all of them want to be married like that. And that's fine. Let's tell that story, though, right? Let's tell the story of the woman that don't want to get married, or that just wants to be in relationship with a man, just wants to date. Do you see what I'm saying? Let's not get on here telling these fake ass stories. Okay? Because it's so unnecessary, and you're going to be judged for it, and people ain't going to stop bringing the shit up.
Really?
Yeah.
What planet are you on?
I think it's laughable for her to say, I should be part of the group, when it's clear that I showed emotion in that moment.
Yes.
When it's clear that I showed I'm a human being. In that very moment,
Yes.
everyone sees she is a human being.
Yes.
Sorry, we all can't be stoic and play a role
Ice queens.
like you, the ice queen like you. No, I'm a human being. I hurt, I cry,
Yes.
I laugh, I bleed, and I love. And when I love deeply, I'm going to defend that person and that thing with everything
Yes.
I have. So I am so sorry that she feels as though that warrants me not to be a part of this group.
And to me, defending your husband does not equate to you being weak. I actually think I gained more respect for Wendy in that moment.
I'm not surprised, and this will come to an end, because even if it doesn't come to an end, say Giselle continues down this road, she's going by herself. Because none of these women, these beautiful, intelligent black women, are co-signing this type of behavior. Once again, that's abuse of power that Giselle thought she had in this group. That we must, abide by any type of negative, agenda she has and wants to push upon us as married.
This isn't a Giselle situation. Karen keeps talking like that because she don't like Giselle and has a stupid beef. See, Karen, we could get on your ass and how you sit up here talking about you hate Giselle because she wished death on your husband, which is some bullshit. Okay? So, Karen, girl, goodbye.
Women and our husbands.
And I would venture to ask, what did you want her to do? What did you want Wendy to do? Did you want her to laugh? Did you want her to do a backflip and say, well, thank you for fucking up my back? Like, what did...
And y'all sitting up here, y'all coming at Giselle, but look at what Monique did to Giselle. And I know some of y'all will roll y'all eyes, suck y'all damn teeth. Oh, well, Giselle was messing with Monique when she got on the show. Yeah, she was. She was, being a bitch to Monique. I can admit that, right? And she may have been a bit jealous of Monique. She got this husband and he's providing all her wants and needs. And, they got these beautiful children and, all of that. But Monique brought her ass on here bringing Kendall around and then totally denied it. That's why she ended up falling out with Sharice, because Sharice was like, bitch, we playing Kendall together. And then Monique didn't want to be seen as a bad person because she wants you to just know that one side of her perfect Patty, which doesn't fucking exist, because perfect Patty is violent as hell. Okay. Perfect Patty ain't perfect at all. We saw that when the bitch was running around that barn trying to go for Candace, not once, but twice. Okay, bitch crazy. Okay, bitch missing a few marbles. All right. So Monique has destroyed Giselle's relationships. Even that fake ass shit with Jamal, that didn't help Giselle, but Giselle took that shit in stride. Okay, took that shit in stride and, still showed up to, do her job. So I just feel like with them, they have to recognize that this is a show. Okay, everybody has been scrutinized, judged. Like, Wendy, you're not special, and that's your problem. You're way too sensitive because you are so fucking insecure. All right?
To do. You knew that she was going to react the way that she did. Maybe not quite the way that Wendy did it in her way, okay?
But what's so funny, the life you're living now is exactly God paying you back for all the bullshit you've done. So live in your motherfucking truth, because God is paying your ass back.
I get that, and that's all right. But you knew she was going to have a reaction. Don't then gaslight her for having a reaction to your abusive foolishness.
I think that her reaction was exactly what it needed to be, and she needed to make herself and her voice known that, okay, talk about me, tear me apart, but don't talk about my Eddie. I mean, we were spreading rumors about her husband, and then to say that we knew there were rumors, then why spread them?
Mm-hmm. Who cares, right, about what was said? It was the fact that there's all this stuff on social media, and if you don't have thick skin, it can bother you.
Yeah.
So this wasn't a new conversation. This wasn't new information. So I don't even know why Wendy reacted the way that she did. I mean, it makes totally no sense. It just says to me, girl, you've hated me since the moment you saw my beautiful face. And, it's fine. A lot of people do, child.
Giselle, girl, she don't hate.
Karen, when you guys go back to the cottage, you say something to Wendy.
Giselle likes to butt you without permission. Excuse me, but that's how I feel. Yeah.
But fuck you. That is so funny. No Vaseline, huh, Karen? Karen is a damn fool, honey, okay?
Yes.
Wendy is cracking up.
But what's your response now hearing that quote back?
Karen is so funny. I don't even remember that. But okay, listen, Karen has given us. I need a dictionary for Karen Huger.
You want to talk about your fiery box that's on fire, and that's why you can't keep a man? Do you want to do that?
What's fiery box?
And you're broken whore from Hampton University, and everybody knows it.
Now that shit was funny to me.
And that's why we went to Sing Sing.
Not Sing Sing. What's Sing Sing? Karen, see, Karen just be making up shit. As she go along.
Like, she said so much this season. I don't know. Like, Karen, what does that even mean? You need Google. A dictionary will not suffice. You need Google to deal with Karen. What does this phrase mean? Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay. Karen, can you explain what you meant by this?
Yes. The mistreatment of how Giselle treats her friends in this friendship circle is deplorable. It's disgusting. And the worst thing about it is she lies on you and she mistreats you and gets mad with you when you don't allow her to do that. So the butt effing, I'm not going to repeat it because it's out in the universe already. The butt I needed to add is the.
I have a visual.
I'm going to give you a better one. It is butt f***ing without Vaseline.
No Vaseline.
It's like she's raw and brutal and hard.
Oh,
like,
Lord.
How dare you stand up.
Shout out to Ice Cube, honey. I love that no Vaseline, honey.
To me. How dare you call me a liar? If she don't get off this choo-choo train that she's on really quick, she's going to burn and crash. Because no one in this group is going to allow her to bully them. If we could just get past the butt effing and understand my message behind that was you can't let her bully you. You just can't let Giselle bully you anymore. And I'm not going to allow Giselle to bully anyone in this group ever again. Because I sat around waiting for Giselle to come back to the Giselle I knew years gone by, and it just didn't happen. But, there's still hope. Am I hopeful?
Yeah.
Sure. But I'm not waiting. None of the women are waiting.
A big topic of conversation this season is that Wendy has changed.
Wendy was unapologetically different than from when I met her a year ago.
And then when we talk to her about the fact that she's different in so many ways, not just her body, she acts like that hurts her feelings. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand where Wendy's coming from. I am not trying to hurt her feelings because I'm thinking Wendy is my friend.
And it's not just like the appearance and the sexuality. It was more like she became very condescending.
Mm-hmm.
She, gave herself a nickname, and she's like speaking like
Zen Win, and bitch, you ain't Zen Win. You ready to fight Win, okay? You ready to knock somebody head off like Miss Monique Samuels, okay? I really liked Wendy a lot better last season. I don't know about you guys. I liked her better last season because I just feel like she wasn't trying as hard. But I have to keep in mind she did just have a baby. That does change you. And getting your body done and, you feeling yourself. So don't get me wrong, guys. I definitely get, why she's different. But her attitude is just so much different. And it's like, am I the only one that notices it?
One-liners all the time.
And I didn't come for you at Karen's house because I respect people's house, but today I have time. I am Zen Wendy.
And that was something I wasn't used to seeing. Mm-hmm. It really felt like we were interacting with like a persona versus like the Wendy that I was like having drinks with, and that's what felt off to me.
And actually, did you notice that change in Wendy as well?
I mean, it's clear as day, okay? Because initially, Wendy was very vocal about her academic accomplishments, and that was who I just thought she was. That's who she's always been, Dr. Wendy.
You're right.
To see this very in touch with her sexual side, as I did say, Miss Wendy, if you're nasty, like that sort of persona coming out, it was like, Wendy, but those two things just don't usually coincide or go together.
Will I show my boobs in the boardroom? No. Will I show my boobs with my girlfriend? Sure. So I see both sides. Let me know which one we gonna.
But Mia, that ain't what your ass said at that table. You was, Oprah and Michelle Obama, they don't do what you be doing, Wendy. You was like comparing Wendy to them. Wendy ain't trying to be like them. I'm not upset with her showing her titties, but damn, all the time. Do you see what I'm saying? It's kind of like having that friend that wear a thong. And, she got on an outfit, y'all going to church and you could see all up her ass. And it's like, girl, just tone it down. Be a little bit more subtle with it. Surprise us. Goddamn, don't let the secret out. Shit. The hell wrong with you?
I want to go. And so I can just make sure that I'm there with you.
She's not on CNN flashing the boobies yet. Not yet. Now, I might stand corrected, Mia. Hold me accountable, okay? I hope I don't eat my words, Wendy. I hope I don't eat my words.
See, they don't even know what she gonna do, okay?
But, I think Wendy has the bandwidth to know when to flex her happiness.
I'm still a professor at Johns Hopkins. I'm still a commentator. I do that weekly. Now I want to add another layer to me. And instead of you being my friend to cheer me on and support me, you have chosen to say, why are you doing that? I've had 3...
They didn't just say, why are you doing that? It's the way you are doing that. Like I told y'all, they can't communicate with her because she refuses to hear what's being heard. She is way too defensive. She has a wall up. She ain't even trying to hear it. And it's all a big waste of time. Like Giselle was trying to talk to her. I wouldn't have shit to say to her. You reacting and going off like that, girl, bye. Okay? Girl, bye.
Kids. So I, God forbid, decide, you know what, Wendy? You've had your last child. Now do something for yourself. Stop being a shell of yourself. Take your life back and do something for yourself. Yes. And you're questioning that? You're questioning me doing something called a mommy makeover? Why?
Reclaim your time, girl. Reclaim your time.
I think, a lot of attention was given to Wendy, that was not positive. This is a girl's circle. This is a friendship circle. And if I do a mommy makeover, which I will not because I already have, but if I did, I would want to be able to come to my girlfriend circle and say, look, let me show you what I've had done.
And if you want to show your boobies, show your boobies. I was only making I'm okay with it. They look great. I like the boobies.
Has she been dressing more? Has she been showing more skin? Yes. Is that something that we are not used to seeing? Yes, we are. But was I criticizing her for that? No, not at all. I was just saying I'm noticing a change.
That's why I think it's true that there has to be something more to it, because for it to be such a momentous occasion,
right,
for her to constantly talk about it and to throw a party for it, I really do think that there's more to the situation than just some enhancements.
Thank you, Ashley. I cannot believe I am agreeing with Ashley. I told y'all that goddamn Sheila is out at Dick's right now purchasing Miss Robinson a tent that she gonna have to live in, honey. Okay, how you doing, Miss Sheila?
Right. Yeah, because I believe all her explaining that she had to do about it was weird.
I just really want to know, girl, what's going on with you? You got new boobs, you got a new butt, you got a new face, and a new attitude. And there's nothing wrong with it. But let's just talk about why we decided to do so many changes so fast. That's all, girl. That's it.
Robyn, you really seem to be at a crossroads with Wendy after what she said about you and Juan.
You don't even have a relationship to even care about.
Yes,
I don't.
Okay.
It made me think, does Wendy have something else that she thinks about you, or has she been kind of stewing about something?
Mm-hmm.
It just felt like it came out of left field for her to have attacked you so personally and so deeply.
Right.
Yeah, I agree, and I guess it's because whatever my honest observations I verbalized to her. I guess she really couldn't handle it.
You've been a little more drop it like it's hot, booty popping. I feel like the Wendy I met last year was not that loose.
She just internalized it all and turned it into just having a real beef with me. Everything that Wendy is upset about is so superficial. Plastic surgery, your clothing, it's so superficial. And so
what did I tell y'all? External validation. That is what she is pursuing. Wendy needs to go to therapy. That way she can work on her internal self. Once you know who you are, of course you're going to be human and you may react to things here and there. She won't be exploding like that, because she would be then dealt with whatever is going on internally. And see, Robyn and Giselle are not convinced. Not even Ashley. Okay, the three light-skinned women on the show. Well, Karen and the other one, they light, but y'all know what I'm talking about. So now we got people making this a colorism thing and just turning the damn car in a direction it don't even need to go. Okay, because people refuse to see that Wendy has changed, and the hate for Giselle is stronger than the love for Wendy. I'm gonna say it. A lot of people don't like Giselle. They don't like Robyn. Monique was the favorite. She's gone. Candace has softened up a bit more this season. Karen is kind of the favorite on this show. Do you see what I'm saying? So when you have all those dynamics, people are gonna, just see things a certain way. But y'all know on this channel, I consider myself to be an empath. I'm very sensitive to environments and people, and I can feel there's something there. I don't know what, okay? Because like I told you, I don't know if Eddie is cheating. All right, I don't know, but you taking up for your man, but you don't even have a man, and she was going too hard. And I told you I had that friend. that you make her upset, she'll get to going off on you, and you'll be like, damn, bitch, that's how you really feel about me? Damn, where'd that come from? Why you say that like that? Have you ever had that with a friend? You have an argument and they go someplace where they had no business going, And it's because they are just so sensitive, right? Internally about some things. But instead of being real, vulnerable, and transparent about that, they want to cover it up with a mask. They want to cover it up by seeking external validation. My credit score is high. I'm married. Okay, that's checked off the list. I wear these certain labels. I have this certain purse. I stay in a certain neighborhood. I wear diamonds in my ears. Nothing but the best for me. I travel here to this location. You ain't never been nowhere. Do you see what I'm saying? That goes hand in hand with Wendy's persona, because she thinks that she is above the women on this show. That's why she brought her ass on here talking about all them degrees. Okay, I know some of y'all rolling your eyes, sucking your damn teeth. You don't want to hear the truth, but that is just what it is.
For her to be so upset over that was just so strange to me, to where she takes something superficial but literally insults my life and my family.
Robyn's feelings were definitely hurt because Robyn, out of everybody, talked to Wendy, checked on Wendy, supported Wendy. So for Wendy to just turn on her so quickly and be such a jerk to her was really hurtful to Robyn. They poked Wendy all vacation long.
Y'all hear Karen. Karen love making folks the victim, okay? Especially see, this is the other part of it. You got this Gizelle and Karen beef, right? Gizelle and Karen just need to recognize their ass ain't gonna never be friends. Period, okay? But see, now you got Karen saying what she's saying. So the people that follow her, they go start seeing it through what? Karen's lens. But that's not really what's going on. Something deeper, right, is going on.
She's had enough. So was that low blow? Yeah, but we're all human, okay? How low did Robyn go? How low did Wendy go? The two lows certainly match each other, and they're wrong. They're both wrong. So I don't condone it, but do I understand it? Hell yes. I understand it.
I just find that it's so odd to me that the people who meddle the most in other people's relationships are the people who have questionable ones. And take with that what you will.
But why are you all of a sudden saying they have questionable relationships? Because what? They came for yours? And I'm going to get on Wendy's ass when we get to the recap, because I told y'all last year she was fake as hell, that jumping up and down when Juan was proposing. I was like, girl, you making this shit about you? Y'all was like, nah, Miss Robinson, she just excited, and that's good. And see, the bitch was so excited for Robyn to get married, then the bitch turned around. Soon as Robyn said some shit she didn't like, and I know some of y'all go say, oh, well, she was trying to, come for Wendy because Giselle was coming for... No, Robyn lists her observations. Robyn was a little bit more neutral, right, than Giselle was, in my opinion. Okay? There are some good character qualities about Robyn, but because her and Giselle are not favorites, we don't really get to talk about it. Okay?
And we do see you confront Wendy about these hard feelings at dinner.
So Wendy, are you going to ignore me as well, or are you just ignoring Giselle?
Were you feeling really that done with Wendy at that point?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I still am, to be honest. I could have gone the rest of my life without saying one word to Wendy, like without speaking to her. I could have, but I know that that's impossible to do when we're in a group like that and we're around each other all the time. And so she insulted me. I made, mental notes, and it was like, whatever, it's gone. Like, I'm not sweating it, but I will put it out there and let you know I didn't miss it. I heard what you said. I was drunk. I heard you, and I've taken notes. I gotta call you out. I gotta call your bullshit. Like a few months ago, you're so excited and happy, and then just somebody says something you don't like, and you're throwing insults like that. Like I gotta call that bullshit out. This whole thing with Wendy is just so disappointing to me, because a lot of what has taken place, it didn't have to get to this point. It's just not a mature way to be.
All right, you guys, that's all Miss Robinson Honey got to say about all of that. Get down in my comments. Let me know what you thought about what all the ladies said about the whole Wendy versus Giselle versus Robyn versus Ashley situation, honey. Let me know how you looking at the situation. Did you see some of the points that I made? Don't forget, guys, to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.